Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be so much fun to talk to you guys about what I do to keep my child occupied in a situation where he needs to be quiet. Like for me, that would be church, but I know that there are other situations where parents need to keep their kids calm and quiet during something, and these are the tips and tricks that I have for you. So let's get started. So the first time that we went to our church that we're going to now, I found it a little bit nerve-wracking because Jacob was noisy and he was kind of moving around and he wanted to shift from me to dad to grandma to grandpa and then back again. And I just felt like even though we were sitting further back, it was a little bit disruptive. And as a mom who is with me when you're like cringing because you just want your kid to just sit and behave. And not that Jacob is a bad kid. He did really, really well, but there was some things that I was just, like I said, cringed over because I wanted him to sit and just behave. And I know he's only 18 months old, but I know he can understand that because if he can sit and watch an episode of Barney for 45 minutes, he can sit and, preoccupy himself for 45 minutes while we are busy doing or listening to something. That doesn't mean that I neglect my kid by any means. We will sit, we will sing songs, we'll do a few other things together. I just want him to be able to do that calmly and quietly. I actually created a little go-to backpack. So this is his little backpack. We got it in a bag of his pull-ups that we got and he loves it. He's into cars and trucks right now. He says car or truck. He really, really likes them. And so this is fun for him and he can, wear it himself. It's like his diaper bag backpack that I wear all the time that he's always interested in, but this one's his. And so that's special and exciting. So finding something that's exciting to them, if it's a little girl, maybe she wants to carry a little purse like mommy or something. And having just a few things in there. And I'm going to talk about what's in here and kind of what I think should kind of be in here. So you want to have a few toys in here, but something that's quiet. You don't want to have a noise making toy like a book that opens and makes noise or anything like that. You want to have some things that are going to distract them that is quiet. So if that's a little girl, maybe it's Barbies or little dolls or a stuffed animal or something, or Legos. I mean, I'm not saying that girls can't play with Legos. I'm just saying find what works for your child, one of their more quiet toys, and put it in here. But making sure that what you put in here is something that never comes out of here. This is their special bag, and so the only time they get to play with that toy is when they get to use this bag. And that way it's special. It's more exciting for them because it's not just a toy you brought from home, and they then want to play with it because they know that this is the only time they get to. So for my son, we went out and we bought a few of those Duplo Lego brick sets. This one's a little car, and then he has like a little propeller and a plane sort of set, but they all can interchange, and so he'll sit and he takes them apart and puts them together, and it's not silent, that's for sure, but it's very quiet. It's easy for him to use. He can go vroom, 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 or play with the propeller, and it's easy for me to interact with him without me being noisy or without him being noisy if we had to. So little toys like that. That's the only ones that we carry in ours. We just carry a bunch of those little bricks, and then he can interchange them, and it's fun and it's exciting. The other thing that we have in here is some crayons, a little pack of crayons. I just kind of have assorted crayons in a little Ziploc. And then I have this the Bible activity coloring book, and so it just has all the little activity pages and coloring pages in here. A lot of it is too much for him right now, but it's just fun for him to flip through and draw on a page. It doesn't matter. I got it at the dollar store. It was nothing. So keeping that in mind, having something to color or something to draw on, even if that's just a notepad and a pen that's stuffed in here, just something for them to do. And then the last thing that I like to carry in this little backpack, I don't want to carry too much, I don't want it to be overwhelming, but the last few things that I like to carry are some little snacks. So I try to keep the snacks relatively healthy, but I also want them to be fun because I want them to be excited to want to be, playing around in this bag and having the fun snacks. And that way they're quiet. And so I like to keep this little fruit source like leather bar in there. This is kind of a funner snack. I keep like little bits and bites in there, and then some dried blueberries. He's all about blueberries lately, and so that's kind of fun. And I like to put them in these little snack bags. That's another tip that I would have for you guys. Put them in something that they can open and close themselves that's small enough, and then that way they really feel like this is their bag and they get to go in and enjoy the treats. And the toys and all of that, and they can do it themselves. That's really, really fun for, you know, little kids to be able to sit and play and do it by themselves. So we have used this bag for, like I said, church events, for, you know, on the road sort of stuff, and so it has really come in handy. I would definitely recommend getting a little backpack or a little purse or something like that, and put a bunch of your kids' favorite, you know, healthy, less noisy, you know, time-consuming activities for them in there, and keep it in there. Never let them take it out. The other thing that I will say to keep your kids quiet that really works for us, and like I said, we use this mainly at church, and so that's what I'm gonna kind of talk about, but I will just sort of like bounce him on my lap or sing him a little song in his ear. Like I'll like get right down to his ear and I'll sing him a little song, because he really wants to be just around us and involved with what we're doing. And so that's stuff that I've done before also. And the last thing that I will say is just try to be patient. Kids will test your patience. I'm sure if you're watching this, you know that. They will test your patience, and they are trying to find out their boundaries and their rules. So make sure that you just try to keep yourself calm, keep yourself patient. It'll make them more calm, and just try to make it fun. I know that sometimes sitting is even hard for us, and so if you have something like this to help them sort of relax and enjoy the time, that is fantastic. Anyway guys, if you have any tips or tricks on how to keep your kids quiet when you're in a situation where they need to be sort of hush hush, go ahead and comment down below and let me know, and get a conversation started down there with a few of the other moms and help each other out, because I know that this can be a bit of a struggle for some of us. And go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button to follow along. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.